Let us get to know the arrival entry requirements to the Philippines both for adults and children. And let us also answer some of the questions regarding e-travel arrival. Watch this video and find out more about this. Hi mga travelers! Welcome back to another episode of Sagot sa iyong katanungan aking mga kabayan, where we will answer the questions that you have left sa ating comment box. At sa lahat ng ating mga viewers and subscribers, welcome back to another episode of Jamie Aries Talk TV. And if you have not yet subscribed, click nyo lang po yung subscribe button at notification bell so that every time I give you an update regarding travel, guidelines, tips, gayon din mga videos about lifestyle, career, business at buhay OFW ay updated kayo. Para sa ating unang katanungan mula kay Mary Julieza 2681. Sabi niya, hello po, uuwi kami ng Philippines. Ano po ba now ang rules if your 9-year-old child is unvaccinated sa COVID-19? Thank you po and God bless. Hi Mary Juliesa at sa lahat ng mga nanonood na magta-travel with your children. Let me share to you ano ba ang arrival entry requirements for adults and children. So far, wala pa naman po tayong pagbabago regarding sa arrival entry. Magkakaroon lamang po siguro ito kapag nag-announce ulit ang IATF. But for now, if you are a fully vaccinated adult 15 years old above, then there's no pre-departure COVID-19 test requirement for you anymore. You must simply have received the second dose in a 2-dose series or a single dose series of a COVID-19 vaccine more than 14 days prior to the date and time of departure from the country of origin and port of embarkation. Regardless po kung kailan nyo na-receive ang inyong vaccination, basta more than 14 days na po ito, then you will be considered fully vaccinated. Kung na-receive nyo po ito more than 1 year or 2 years ago, then that is still considered and you will be considered fully vaccinated. Number 2, vaccination certificate or card. Please bring this just to ensure that you are fully vaccinated. Number 3, kinakailangan mo magkumpleto ng e-travel arrival online registration form so that you can get the e-travel arrival QR code. Suggestion, please complete this prior your departure flying to the Philippines so that wala na kayong problema pagdating ng airport sa Pilipinas. Although, you also have that option kung nais nyong kumpletuhin sa airport sa Pilipinas, pero mas mainam po kung kukumpletuhin nyo na ito bago kayo lumipad papunta ng Pilipinas. When you travel to the Philippines, it's very important to ensure that your passport is valid. Even if you're a Filipino citizen, it is a must that your passport is valid even 6 months below. However, if you are a foreign passport holder, it is a requirement to enter the Philippines that your passport must be valid 6 months or above. If you are a foreign passport holder, your passport validity must be more than 6 months when you depart from your country of origin. Now, what are the other requirements or travel documents from you? If you are a foreign national, of course, make sure that when you arrive in the Philippines, if you are required to present a visa, please present a visa. And if you belong to the foreign passport holders who are allowed to travel to the Philippines with, on a certain number of days, visa-free, then that's quite great. But should you be extending, make sure that you have the proper documentation with you. And as foreign nationals or foreign passport holders, you must have with you a return ticket. Now, this does not include Balikbayan or former Filipinos, only foreigners. Now, for foreign passport holders who are Balikbayan, you will not be required a return ticket anymore. First, for a spouse of a Filipino or former Filipino flying with a Filipino or Balikbayan, please ensure that you bring with you your marriage certificate so that you can prove the relationship between the two of you. The same goes with the children who are foreign passport holders and are children of a Filipino or a former Filipino. Please bring their birth certificate. Now, if the spouse or the children who are foreign passport holders are not traveling with the Filipino or the former Filipino, then they will fall in the category of foreigners. So, they will be required to present a return ticket. But if they will be traveling with their spouse or their parents who are a Filipino or a former Filipino, then they don't need to present any return ticket at all. Now, how about children 15 years old below who are not vaccinated for any reason or whatsoever? These children shall follow the quarantine protocols of the parent or parents accompanying adult or guardians traveling with them. So, let us have an example. So, if the adult will be fully vaccinated, it means that you no longer have to present any COVID-19 test, right? So the children will also not be required to present any COVID-19 pre-departure testing or COVID-19 test results. And that's the requirement that we have for the entry or travel protocol for adults who are fully vaccinated and traveling with their children. Now, how about for Filipinos or foreign nationals who are not or partially vaccinated? Now, travelers 15 years old and above are required to present a COVID-19 negative result. So, the rapid antigen test administered and certified by a healthcare professional, this must be in a healthcare facility, laboratory, clinic, or other similar establishments. So, it means that any home kit rapid antigen test administered by yourself will not be allowed. Now, this must be taken within 24 hours prior to the date and time of departure from the country of origin or first port of embarkation in a continuous journey to the Philippines, excluding layovers. And please take note, travelers, Filipinos, and foreign nationals, provided that you have not left the airport premises or has not been admitted into another country during such layover. So travelers 15 years old and older who fail to present negative pre-departure testing shall be required to undergo a laboratory-based antigen test upon arrival at the airport. Please take note, any inbound traveler, whether Filipino or foreign national, who shall test positive for COVID-19 through rapid antigen test shall be subjected to the latest prevailing quarantine and isolation protocols of the country's Department of Health. So, just like what I've said, please ensure travelers, my suggestion, take the pre-departure COVID-19 testing or rapid antigen test before you actually fly to the Philippines so that you will know if you will have a negative result, which actually what we wish for, and not a positive result, because it's better to stay back there in your country if ever you'll have the positive result instead of flying to the Philippines and just spend your vacation in a quarantine or isolation hotel. And what are the other requirements for Filipinos and foreign nationals? So please ensure to also complete your etravel arrival online registration form so that you can get your QR code. Most of the time, it will have a red QR code color because you are not or partially vaccinated. But do not worry, that is fine. They will just ask for documentation from you once you arrive in the Philippines. And then please ensure that you have your passport with you. Again, if you're a foreign passport holder, make sure that your passport is valid for more than 6 months, and for Filipinos, it can be 6 months or less as long as it's valid. And for other documents, just like what I've said earlier, for foreigners, you have to have necessary visa if you need visa to enter the Philippines and a return ticket too. For spouse or of a Filipino or a former Filipino flying with a Filipino or Balikbayan, marriage certificate as a proof of your relationship, as well as any children with foreign passport who will be flying with a Filipino or former Filipino, please just bring your birth certificate. Similar with what I've shared to the fully vaccinated, if ever the foreign spouse and the foreign children will fly to the Philippines without the Filipino or former Filipinos, then they will be considered as foreigners and they will be required to present a return ticket. For children, it's the same for not partially vaccinated adults. So for your accompanied children, minors below 15 years of age who are not vaccinated for any reason whatsoever shall follow your quarantine protocol as their parent and an accompanying adult guardian traveling with them. So what does it mean? As a parent or an adult, if you're not or partially vaccinated, you were required to take a negative COVID-19 testing, so they also will have to take the rapid antigen testing prior flying to the Philippines as they will follow your quarantine protocols as their parent. And if the result will be negative, of course, you can directly go back home to the Philippines upon arrival in the airport. For unaccompanied children 15 years old of age who are not vaccinated for any reason whatsoever shall follow the protocol set forth in Section B. So only those 15 years old above are required to present a rapid antigen negative test. For any travelers 15 years old above will be required to present a negative result from a rapid antigen test pre-departure or upon arrival in the Philippines. And these are the summary of the entry protocols for Filipinos and foreign nationals if you will be traveling to the Philippines anytime soon. Just a reminder, everyone, if you are watching this at the point of posting, then the protocol is implemented. But if you will be watching this several months after the video had been posted, please ensure to check again what's the latest entry travel protocol to the Philippines, because every now and then the protocols do change, depends on our government. From Celine Garcia, tanong niya, hello po, ask ko lang, BF ko magta-travel po sa Pilipinas pero sa house ko po siya magstay. Okay lang po ba yun? Hi Sally, kamusta na? I just would like to ask, for your boyfriend, is his nationality Filipino or is he a foreign passport holder? Now, whether he's a Filipino or a foreign passport holder, yes, definitely, he can stay at your home. Please ensure if he will be staying at your home and that will be for weeks or months or for the whole duration of his travel, then the address that he will give on e-travel will be your address. So please provide that to your boyfriend so that once he completes the e-travel arrival online registration, he will have the address. From Parin B, I have 2 layover flights from Florida, then Boston, then Qatar, Doha, then the Philippines. Which layover flight I should put? Is it Boston to Qatar or Qatar to the Philippines? Hi, Parin. Parin, for your flight, this is what I will advise you to take into consideration when you are completing the e-travel arrival. And for all other travelers who are watching, please take note of this. If your flight is just like Parin's, so example, she will be flying from the USA, which is her country of origin, and she will have a stopover or connecting flight in Qatar. Then from Qatar, she will fly to the Philippines. The country of origin will be the USA for your e-travel. However, for the airline name will be your airline's name from Doha flight to Manila. And the flight number will also be the flight number from your Doha flight to Manila. So Parin, I'm looking forward that this helped you, and may this help also other viewers who are asking the same question when you're completing the e-travel online registration form. From Susan Aldea, sabi niya, hi po, nag-umpisa pa lang na ako mag-register sa e-travel kaso po, date arrival type ko po ay 07 or July 18, 2023 pero nakalagay po di okay. Ano pong dapat kong gawin? Hi Susan, how are you? Now, a possibility that I was thinking kung bakit hindi nag-okay yung July 18, 2023 when I looked at the date that you inquired from me, a possibility hindi pa bukas yung system ng etravel for July 18 kasi 5 araw lang or window ng date na binubuksan ng etravel per day. Great news naman is today, as I've checked, today is July 14, bukas na yung July 18. So ngayon lang siya bumukas. So the time that you posted your question, that was like few days ago, sarado pa yung July 18. So now, you could actually complete yung iyong e-travel or 3 days before your arrival in the Philippines. So just choose the date, which is 18, and then of course you can see from the second illustration that we have here, automatically once you choose July 18, you can see it from the date of your arrival. So looking forward that this helped you and clarified your confusion regarding e-travel, and have a pleasant flight. July 18, malapit na yan, ilang tulog na lang. And of course, for today, I simply want to say a shout out to all our viewers who actually extended their thank you sa ating channel mula kay Jocelyn Tenido. Sabi niya, thank you for sharing Jamie Iris Talk TV. Stay safe always. God bless us all. Jocelyn, you are most welcome and thank you for always watching. Stay safe too and God bless you. From Akiyama, Australia, of Japan. Hello, Ma'am Jamie, watching from Japan. God bless. You are most welcome. Akiyama, kamusta na Akiyama? Hoping everything is going well sa'yo dyan sa Japan at sa lahat ng mga taga-Japan. Hello sa inyong lahat at may God bless you too. And mula kay Marilyn Santos, sabi niya, thank you for the info. God bless po. You are most welcome, Marilyn. Kay Jocelyn Tenido, Akiyama Australia, at Marilyn Santos, shout out sa inyong lahat at maraming salamat. And from Arthur Cruz, sabi niya, first, Jamie Iris, where have you been lately? Good to hear back from you and thanks for the good info. Hi Arthur, kamusta na? You are most welcome and I'm simply so glad to be back. Naku, medyo marami lang trabaho at business na kailangan asikasuhin kaya now, I'm glad I am back and thank you for your message. It's so inspiring and encouraging. From Gina Tatualia, sabi niya, hello po idol, salamat po sa information. God bless po, watching from Lebanon. Hi Gina at sa lahat ng mga taga-Lebanon, kamusta na kayong lahat? At maraming salamat din sa panonood at walang anuman dahil I'm simply so glad to help you out with the information that I provided. So sa inyong lahat, shout out Arthur at Gina at sa lahat ng mga nagpadala ng message na hindi ko pa nababasa, maraming salamat po. You're an inspiration and I really appreciate you all. Until our next video. And muli po sa lahat ng ating mga subscribers, if you find this video helpful and informative, please click like and I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. That's Jamie Iris Talk TV at iniimbitahan ko na rin po kayo na mag-follow sa ating FB page at TikTok account. So muli, saan man po tayong dako ng mundo, taas noo tayo'y mga Filipino. So muli, may God bless you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in my next video.